Well, hey guys, here we are on the other swather now. Now it's having problems with a bearing or something in the gear train. And we double checked and everything before it even started cutting to make sure it had oil in it, and it was full of oil. So, what we got to do here is that this was smoking right around in here. This thing was getting hot, this section here. So in order to remove this, we got to get the basket and the drive line out of it. So that's where we're at here. I put a track on a 75 Challenger the other day, and he started using it today. Oh, that track is not running centered on the center lugs. Those are kind of, those old Challengers are kind of a pain in the butt because you got to pull the front idler and detension the track back off on both sides, and then pull the front idler, and then where the idler mounts to the axle spindle on the idler mounts to the front axle, there's shims in there, and so it's wearing on the outside of the idler, which means we need to shim the outside of the center lugs, I should say. So we gotta shim and move the idler out. So what we gotta do So I called Cat. You can't, the old Challengers, you can't go through AGCO, or you got to go through Cat, because I don't know, there's some deal that Cat and AGCO have got, that the older stuff like the 35s, 45s through the 95s, Cat takes care of, and then the newer MT series styles, that's all AGCO. So if you call Cat or AGCO, which would be whatever your up here is Holt of California, if you call them wanting to work on your yeah, this ain't, oh shit, yeah, that doesn't work very good, does it? Let me throw them on the ground, I guess. Okay, so let's get this. Yeah, that's no good. So I called Cat already, and they couldn't find the shim kit, so he said he'd call me back, and that's been like 3 hours ago. So call him back and ring the bell, make sure I get the shit coming. Guys are trying to get their fall farming done. I don't know if I can just get on there with that. Sometimes I don't like putting that much tension on these gear wrenches. There we go. Oh, I spent all weekend cutting firewood. Cut 5 cord Saturday, and I already cut a couple before that, and I'd already had it split with my wood splitter, and I had it all piled up where I splitted it. So to unload the trailer and the pickup that we loaded, I had to get the split stuff stacked. So I got my old Ford 8N tractor, and these damn things here can be a real pain. You've got to basically, from what I've figured out with these, I'm sure there'll be somebody that they've worked on them every day, and they know better than me. I don't really give a shit. The only way I've been able to get them damn things out of there is I pull these shields loose here, and then I gotta get this belt off, and then how did I do that? Oh, pull this bolt out right here, and to get enough play to where this will come out, then I can get this loose here where the yoke is. There's some shields right here. I can blow that off with this blower nozzle they got right here. They got a blower nozzle and everything right here. Some of the biggest problems with these alfalfa guys is some of these guys don't rotate their fields enough. And so what happens is their fields get completely full of dirt and they just don't rotate them enough. And so, I mean, you can see the dirt. I mean, this, and then we've been waiting a week for it to dry out because of about 3/4 of an inch of rain, and the dirt's just so wet, it's just acting like a front end loader out there scooping up dirt. Usually they come right off. Okay. Now I gotta go. Hi, baby. Hi, good looking. Good looking girlies. Gotta do is just keep kind of should come out by hand now. There she goes. Okay, so now I gotta get the yoke the rest of the way off and then get that out of the way. See what the damage is. There. We got her loose, her girly. Stuck down there, good. Dirt. Alright, now get the turtle off. Now we gotta blow it out some more. Get all that shit out of our way. Okay, girly, let's move some of the bolts and tools, because there'll be a bunch of dirt here. Now, man, that don't sound good. Hope I didn't get the gear train. Well, I did a bonehead move there and left my batteries on the charger at the shop, so I don't have no electric tools here, so I always got my good old 1/2 inch air gun with me. worn out like everything else I own, but she works still. Yeah, I gotta do something different. I sure hope this one didn't destroy her. I can tell you already we got teeth screwed up. Is there any more bolts? And it's hard to keep all the dirt. Dirt's crusted on there real bad. I don't know if I should scrape that, and I don't know what to do there. Somebody sure is doing a lot of flying around over there in a plane. One of these rich strawberry farmers watching his fields getting harvested or something. Man, it's hard to... Yeah, she's got oil in her. See, this one's got oil in it, but it still had problems. Yeah, that bearing went bad. That's what caused all the problems, is that bearing went to shit. Okay. We don't know if we've got good teeth or what. I sure hope it didn't get this one too, like that other one. Let's, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on that with an impact. I mean, I could take that basket out right there, I guess, but... What we can do is pull, let's stick this back on there for now to keep some of the dirt out of it. I gotta clean this off. I laid it on the dirt and that ain't no good. But we gotta get this plug out. I might just take my 3/4 inch breaker bar and see if I can get that one out of there. Okay, I got this corner shield out of here. So here's your fill hose right here. Take that loose and pull this end cap off. And then pull this one and this one. This one don't have a gear. There's nothing there. Pull this one and slide it out. I don't know. We'll just see if we get lucky enough to where... Well, maybe I'll pull this one loose and just slide it back and see if I'm going to get lucky and... Hopefully it didn't destroy everything. Now we'll use this my old Mac Tool split beam torque wrench. I don't use it for a torque wrench. It quit clicking. It was kind of, sometimes it would click and sometimes it wouldn't, and I didn't trust it anymore and I bought another one. So I just use it kind of as a breaker bar now. In there, so I was trying to do this the fastest way possible. If it didn't destroy the rest of the gears in it, then maybe I can get away with putting a bearing in it. But if it did, we're screwed because we don't have any more gears. Ain't gonna happen, is it? Ain't gonna happen. Sure feels easy with that great big old long wrench on there, doesn't it? Damn it. I don't know if you've seen it or not, with the turtle being in the way. Yeah, they had oil on them, but it ate that sucker. Look at it. That thing's junk. Definitely that bearing went out. That's the same bearing that went out on the other one too. Let's pop that off of there. Slide this gear over if I can. Should slide on over. Let's get a light. Shine up in there. Let's rotate this gear around. So far, it doesn't look like complete carnage like the other one. To be honest with you, I think he caught it. I think he was paying attention and he caught it. So, that being said, these feel really good. I wonder why it's always this bearing that goes out, because that other one lost this bearing too. And this all feels really good here. They're still in prime. They feel really good. See how easy these are turning? For some reason, it's always this one drive bearing. So what we'll do is pull this guard off, pull the hose loose, pull these two bolts, and then we'll pull this one too. Then we can just slide that gear right out the end there. That's what we can do. Yeah, we'll pull this loose here. We'll have to pull the, does the shoe need to come off? I don't remember. Oh, no, that shoe can stay on there. I mean, these guards are all worn out anyway, but these headers just need to be redone, you know? They need to be redone. Now that that's out of the way, I should be able to take this gear and slide it. Why is it so freaking tight coming out of there? Oh, because there's a chunk of ball bearing. I see, there's a chunk of ball bearing wedged up in there. That's what I was wondering about, where'd all that shit go? I might be committed now. Yeah, I gotta get that ball bearing out. Gonna rubber mallet and tap the gear back the other way. Don't want to hit that gear that we're trying to save with a steel hammer. Get the ball bearing that's wedged in there. Yeah, there's one of them right there, fell out. Yeah, there's shit back in here. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff back in here. this gear look? Other than the dicked up bearing in it. I can't believe the gear looks as good as it does. It appears it might be fine. Sure got hot, didn't it? Yeah, well, at least the inner, or the ball bearing's already out there. All we got to do now is cut it. Get it out. Okay. Is there a way that I can shine my light back up in that hole and make sure that I see a ball clear back up in there. Well, it really can't make it past, I don't think. I don't think those balls are, I think they're too big to make it past the gears. There's one clear back up in here. One way back up in there. See it way back up in there. Yeah, it's back up in here somewhere. There it is. If I can just take my magnet and fish it around up in there and see if I can catch anything else. There really can't be many more. I've got quite a few, and just I'm looking at what I've got and what's come out of there. That's probably about all there is around that circumference of that little bearing there. I see one more back over in that corner. One back over in here somewhere. Let me get my magnet and get in there. Should be getting fairly close to my snap ring. Okay. Oh, where'd my flat blade screwdriver go? See if I can work the snap ring in now. No, it's not quite far enough. Might need to go a little bit further, but I don't want to go too much. Yeah, I need to go. Damn it. Get your ass in there. There we go. think we got her. Just don't want to screw this new bearing up. Yeah, it should go. There she goes. Okay. Kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, new seal here on the end cap. I didn't have any more gear oil for this, so I sent him over there to get some gear oil so we might be able to get this in the field today. Again, we gotta get let's see, what did I do last time? I wanted to pre-lube. Let's see, pre-lube that hose a little bit right there, maybe. That way maybe it'll slide on there a little bit easier, maybe. Arm aren't long enough. That kind of blows, doesn't it? Can't get my arm back up in there. There we go. Jeez, what a pain in the ass, huh? You gotta make sure your O-ring stayed in place. Okay. Trying to remember what I did with the other carriage bolts that was in that. Tighten those up. Gotta make sure our O-ring stayed in the groove. How is that looking? I think we're good to go. We need to get these bolts in here. Okay. Hose clamp back on here. Shove that hose on there. Come on, get on there. Alright. Okay. Tighten these carriage bolts up here. These are how you can lose a finger real good doing carriage bolts. You're gonna hold one in with your finger. Just gotta be careful. If they've got wear on them like a foul bolt and they got sharp edges, they will take your finger into and they spin on it. So you gotta watch where you put your fingers. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. I'm gonna, while I've got it apart, I'm waiting on, he's gonna come over. I got another one of these. What I did is it's only got one idler gear. There's well, this is basically the drive gear, and so there's a blank one here, and I took the blank one that was good, stuck it in there, and I saw one of these in the shop the other day, but I needed a couple more O-rings. I sent him over to get the O-rings, and even if that's, let's see, did it tear up the snap ring groove? I don't trust it. There's another one in there, I saw it. I'm gonna go find it. And he's bringing oil, we can fill that. I gotta tighten that hose clamp up. Yeah, I think Frank was watching it pretty close, and he noticed it didn't sound right, and he stopped, and he saw that smoking. It was smoking, you know, right where that bearing is. He said, man, there's something wrong. And this one had oil in it, so I can't see. The guys weren't putting oil in it. It had oil in it. Because we checked all these out before, you know, I rebuilt the header on the other swather, and so we were pretty diligent about checking this one before it left to make sure it had oil in it. So I would say that these guys probably should be every winter dumping the oil on them and changing it. Might prolong the life of the bearings. Okay. Got that. The next thing I can do is I can put this shield back in here. Like so. Protects that hose from getting whacked. I got an ISX W900 Kenworth with a CM2250 that blew a head gasket, so I got a head and I got an updated cam and rocker rollers and stuff ordered for that thing. Might be able to start putting that back together here maybe Wednesday or Thursday when the head shows up. Pull this whole sprocket off here because of where the carriage bolt was. I couldn't get on it. The pulley was right up against the bolt there. Dang it. I need my screwdriver. What the hell do I do with it? The other swather, they said it's been running great since that's the one we rebuilt pretty much redid the whole header on that the gear train blew up. Huh. These are kind of tricky by yourself. You got nobody to hold the carriage bolt on the other side. And the only way I've been able to figure out how to do it is kind of hold it with a screwdriver. By myself. Yeah, see, I'm still having trouble, even at that. Huh. Wish they spun on there a little bit easier than that. That'd be nice. These here I can hold with my finger. The mother finger, son of a bitch. I don't know if I can get my hands clear back up over there or not. Fucking ratchet's too long. That one. How's that? I guess my arms are long enough. Barely. Jesus. Alright. So, damn it, I had that all cleaned out. A chunk of dirt right there, son of a bitch. It's almost impossible to keep the shit out of it. Put this pulley back on. Need that. Oh, rock right in my back. Didn't feel too damn good. Okay, gonna need this up on the square. Okay, now you gotta pull that tensioner down and there it goes. Bolt back in her. Spindle drive type shit back in there in the basket. Can probably go ahead and put this guard here back on. Should I go ahead and change this thing out now? Yeah, part of it's messing. I guess I'll change it out right now. I don't want to put that piece of shit back on there. Alright, so I got it full of oil, everything back together. Called a buddy of mine back in Idaho. He works on a lot of these, and I told him, I said, what happens if, you know, I told him, explaining the circumstance I was in right here with this one, and he said, you can pull that other side off and try to flush through there. He said, we flush through there with water and everything. If there's one of those balls in one of those corners, you ain't getting it out unless you take that whole thing apart. You just ain't gonna get it out. He said, it'll be fine, just run it. I said, okay. So, I cleaned it out the best I could. Man, it is a sauna in here, man. I gotta level the header. I got the header like that because I was trying to flush it out. Oh. Just turn it off. I don't want to listen to this son of a bitch. So, you take the header and let's go. I put a nitrogen accumulator in this thing the other day. About even there. So, got the header locked up. Make sure the pooches are away from moving objects. Duke's over there. Where is Josie at? That's the little critter I want to watch. Duke, where's Josie at? Where is she at? There she is. Come here. Come here, baby. I just don't want you to get in that header and get wrapped up, man. I don't know if I could live with myself. Come here, baby. Just get in the truck for a minute. I know it's hot in here, but just hang out for a minute while I test this. Hey, come here, baby. about Duke. Duke's been around this stuff a long time, and he's scared to death of machinery. He'll stay as far away as he can. Take my coveralls down there. It's a nice clean seat. You're clunking, but I think it's those conditioners, all the dirt. I mean, it's still really wet out there where these guys are trying to do their haying at. And I think that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, see all the dirt and shit up in between these rollers? I think that's what I'm hearing. I'm sure hoping that's what I'm hearing. Going the wrong way, that goes this way. Everything's smooth, so I think it's fine. Make sure nothing's getting hot anywhere. Well, we ran it for a while and we noticed that every one of these plugs for these gears, you can see the wet spot, every one of those O-rings is leaking there on them. We got to pull every one of those out. See the wet? See how it's wet around it here? So this has got to be one of the worst designed machines I've ever seen in my life, to be honest with you. I mean, this is horrible. The New Hollands and the Massey's don't have these kinds of problems. I mean, I hardly ever hear of guys having cutter bar gear train problems on the Massey's and the New Hollands. Well, I got all the O-rings ordered. So we'll tear all them apart tomorrow and reseal the whole thing. Try to get this thing cut again, and we can finish up third cut, and then I need to bring both of these swathers in this winter and completely go through the headers on them and make sure for the springtime that they're 100% and you're not working on them when you're trying to cut hay, you know. So what happened was the owners, they had a full-time mechanic, and they moved him to a different position in the company. It's not just a hay ranch, they got a lot of other shit going on. And so they moved him down there, and they just said, well, you can just do all this stuff up here. And so they don't have anybody here to go through the winter. So, and then these boys haven't been told for the last couple of years to take this stuff into me. So I'm gonna have to talk to the powers that be and tell them, hey, we're gonna have to start scheduling this stuff for wintertime routine maintenance and upkeep, so we're not working on this stuff in the middle of the haying season.